Welcome to Shree Learning Academy. Today we are talking about threat actors. For personalized one-on-one training, message us on WhatsApp. Now let's jump right in. Who are threat actors? A threat actor is any person or group that tries to harm a computer system, organization, or individual through cyber attacks. These actors have different skill levels, resources, and motivations. Some are backed by governments while others are just individual hackers looking for financial gain. Let's look at different types of threat actors. Nation-state threat actors. These are hackers who work for government. Their goal is usually to gather intelligence, disrupt the enemy operations, or influence the political affairs. They often target other countries' government, critical infrastructure, or large corporations. For example, in 2020, Russian state-sponsored hackers were accused of breaching US government agencies and major companies through the SolarWinds cyber attack. This attack allowed them to spy on sensitive data without being detected for months. Unskilled attackers, also known as Script Kiddies. These are individuals who have little to no hacking skills. They usually use pre-made hacking tools and scripts they find online rather than creating their own methods. They often attack systems just for fun, to impress their peers or to cause chaos without a clear goal. For example, a teenager in UK once took down thousands of websites using a simple DDoS, that is distributed denial of service attack. He didn't create the hacking tool himself but used one he found online. Hacktivists. A hacktivist is a hacker who attacks computer systems for political or social causes. They believe they are fighting for justice and often target governments, corporations, or organizations they see as unethical. For example, the hacking group Anonymous has been involved in many cyber attacks to expose the government corruption, fight against the internet censorship, and support movements like WikiLeaks. They have taken down government websites and leaked sensitive data. Insider threats. An insider threat is a person within an organization who misuses their access to steal or damage the data. These individuals may be employees, contractors, or business partners. They often act out of revenge, financial incentives, or ideological beliefs. For example, a disgruntled employee at a tech company might leak customer data to competitors or delete critical files before quitting their job as revenge. Organized crime groups. These are professional cybercriminals who work together like a mafia. Their main goal is to make money through cybercrime. They might steal credit card information, launch ransomware attacks, or run large-scale phishing scams. For example, the REvil ransomware group has stolen millions of dollars from companies by encrypting their files and demanding ransom payments. Shadow IT. Shadow IT refers to employees or departments in an organization that use unauthorized software, hardware, or IT systems. While they might not have bad intentions, their actions create security risks by introducing unapproved technology that may be vulnerable to attacks. Example, an employee installs a free file sharing application on their office computer without IT department approval. And if the application has security flaws, hackers can use it to access the company's internal system. Attributes of threat actors. When it comes to cybersecurity, not all threats are the same. Different attackers have different skill levels, resources, and access. But how do we categorize them? Let's break it down into 3 key attributes, starting with the first one. Internal versus external actors. Imagine a company, any company. Now threats can come from 2 main sources, inside or outside. Internal actors are people already within the organization, employees, contractors, or even business partners. Sometimes they cause harm intentionally, but other times it's purely accidental. External actors, on the other hand, are outsiders. This could be cybercriminals, government-based hackers, or even hacktivists with a specific agenda. For example, let's say a bank employee decides to steal customer data and sell it on the dark web. That's an internal attack because it came from within. But if the hacker from another country breaches the bank system, that's clearly an external attack. Saw the difference? Now let's move on to the next key attribute. Resources and funding. Not all hackers are created equal. Some have access to cutting-edge tools and deep pockets, while others rely on whatever they can scrap together online. Nation-state hackers are backed by the governments, meaning they have enormous budgets, top-tier technology, and even access to intelligence agencies. Organized crime groups operate like businesses. They have money to buy the best hacking tools or even hire expert hackers to do the job for them. Unskilled attackers, often called script kiddies, don't have much expertise. They simply use free or cheap hacking tools they find online. For example, a government-funded cyber attack could be powerful enough to take down an entire country's power grid. Meanwhile, a small-time hacker with just a phishing email might only manage to steal a few credit card numbers. Alright, we have talked about where threats come from and how much funding they have. But there's another big factor to consider. Just how sophisticated are these attacks? Some are highly advanced, requiring expert knowledge and cutting-edge technology. Others, not so much. High sophistication attacks use advanced malware, exploit zero-day vulnerabilities, which are those hidden security flaws no one knows about yet, or even leverage AI to break through defenses. Low sophistication attacks are much simpler. Think basic phishing emails, weak password guessing, or just using pre-made hacking tools anyone can download. Let's take real-world example. A cybercriminal deploying an AI-powered bot to bypass the security and launch automated attacks. Let's stop tier sophistication. But someone just sitting at their keyboard manually guessing the password, that's as basic as it gets. Motivation of threat actors. Have you ever wondered why do hackers and cybercriminals attack systems? What drives them to steal data, shut down services, or even disrupt the entire governments? Let's look into the top motivation of these digital criminals. Data exfiltration, that is stealing the data. One of the biggest reasons hackers break into systems is to steal sensitive information, things like customer details, trade secrets, or even military intelligence. Once stolen, this data can be sold on the dark web or used for blackmail. Example, remember the Equifax data breach in 2017? It exposed the personal information of 147 million people, including the social security numbers and credit card details. Scary, right? Espionage. Spying on others. Cyber espionage is a big deal. Governments and corporations use hacking to steal trade secrets, monitor political opponents, and gather intelligence on military strategies. For example, there have been cases where Chinese hackers were accused of infiltrating US companies to steal the information about advanced military aircraft. Service disruption. Some hackers don't steal, they just want to cause chaos. They use DDoS attacks to take down the websites or disrupt the online services, often damaging a company's reputation. Example, imagine trying to access your bank account online, but the website is completely down. That's the power of DDoS attack. Blackmail, that is extortion. Cybercriminals love using stolen data to demand ransom money. If the victim refuses, hackers might leak sensitive data or lock them out of their systems forever. Example, a hacker breaks into company's database and demands $1 million to keep the files private. And if they don't pay, the hacker leaks everything online. Financial gain. At the end of the day, money is a powerful motivator. Many cybercriminals use fraud, ransomware, or credit card theft to make a fortune. Example, ever received a phishing email asking you to enter your bank details? If you fall for it, criminals can drain your account in seconds. Philosophical or political beliefs. Some hackers known as hacktivists attack the system to promote their beliefs. They might deface websites, leak classified information, or disrupt the government services. For example, a group of activists takes down multiple government websites to protest against police brutality. Ethical reasons. Not all hackers are bad. White hat hackers find security flaws and help companies fix them before criminals can exploit them. For example, a cybersecurity expert discovers a weakness in a popular social media platform and reports it instead of taking advantage of it. Revenge. Sometimes hacking is personal. Disgruntled employees or angry individuals may attack the organization to get back at them. A fired IT administrator disables the company's entire network as revenge for losing their job. Disruption or chaos. Believe it or not, some hackers do it just for fun. They enjoy breaking things, proving their skills, or simply causing problems with no financial or political motive. For example, a teenager creates a computer virus that crashes thousands of systems worldwide just to see if they can. War and cyber warfare. And finally, hacking isn't just for criminals governments use cyberattacks as part of warfare. Instead of bombs, they disrupt the enemy network, steal military intelligence, or even disable critical infrastructure. For example, imagine a country's power grid being hacked during a war, leaving millions without electricity. That's cyber warfare in action. So the next time you hear about cyber attack, you will know it's not always about money, whether it's espionage, revenge, or pure chaos. Hackers have different motivation. Threat actors come in many forms, from unskilled hackers to government-backed cyber warriors. Their motivation vary, but the damage they cause can be severe. Whether it's financial fraud, espionage, or cyber warfare, cybersecurity is more important than ever. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you are looking for more personalized training, contact us on WhatsApp, and we offer a range of theoretical and practical courses starting at just $99. You can also find a written explanation and a quiz on our website. Link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe for more useful videos and feel free to ask any questions in the comments. We are here to help. See you in the next one.